Boom, boom, boom. Check, check.
Welcome to We Break the Rules, man. I'm so happy to have you on the show.
Yeah, man. It's great to be here on We Break the Rules.
Yeah, first episode. Today we have Evan with us. I'm not going to introduce more about you. Tell us a bit more about you.
I'm Evan. I'm here. Been working with Wall Boomers for a while now, couple years, and love Amsterdam. Love being able to collaborate with people like yourself and get stuff done in the music world. And
Yeah,
yeah,
nice.
it's good.
So, where do you come from? A lot of people might not know.
I'm from Vermont, USA. Really small state, but lots of nature and good people. Not really much of a music scene, but there is a small one.
Okay.
You know, not like Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's interesting. Then how did you got into the music story?
Music story, man. Just ever since I was a kid, I loved music. It hit me different, you know? It just hit different. And I decided when I was really little, this is what I want to do. And so I just learned how to play and got my gear together, started writing songs, and I love it, man.
Yeah.
Love writing music and playing music live, and, you know.
What's your instrument? What's your favorite instrument?
The focus is guitar,
Mm.
definitely. But I love drums, and of course can play the bass.
Yeah.
Slap the bass.
Slap it well.
Yep. But yeah, man.
Are you self-taught?
No. It's a guy named Paul in my hometown in Northfield. Paul. Shouts out to Paul. He taught me everything I know. My F chord from my G chord. You know, and he's just a local pastor, local church guy who's doing guitar lessons on the side. And I was really little. I started taking lessons because he was right down the road.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
And Paul turned out to be a good teacher, right?
He was a great teacher. Yeah. Amazing teacher, not just with music, but also in life. Because he has his own story, and he taught me a lot about, he taught me a lot through his past. And he's a good guy. Really good guy.
Nice. Yeah. It's not only about playing, but also how you're feeling when you play. It's like mentality plays a huge role, right?
Definitely.
So being able to be taught this by your teacher as well, and not only the instrument, is a great thing, I think.
Yeah.
So all that, you learn how to play, you compose, you write music. Who is it for?
Who's it for?
Yeah.
I would say, it's generally for other people to enjoy. I really try to make a piece of work that people are going to like, people think is catchy, it's not really for me. I mean, it's for me in a way because I try to make music that I would like to hear. You know what I mean? Like, I try to make music that I would enjoy, but really it's a balance between what do you think you can deliver that people will like and what is going to satisfy your musical needs. So it's a balance, it's a blend, when every time I sit down to write a song, I have to take that into consideration, what words are going to hit people, what chord progressions and melodies are going to make people feel nostalgic or make people feel sad or make people feel excited and energy, like a good guitar solo, all of that. It's like a very thoughtful process because I really want people to have an experience. They get in the plane and the plane takes off and then they hit that climax and then they land safely, throughout the whole journey of the song. So that's a pretty broad explanation, but you know what I'm saying?
Sounds really good, because having an idea but also a goal from the beginning will also keep you at the same vibe throughout the song, so it will make a sense in the end. But how do you start also? You said something about vocals or the guitar licks, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's different every time, the process is kind of a slippery thing. Sometimes you feel inspired and you write a whole song and you know what it's going to sound like before you even put it on paper. Those are usually the best songs. When you just know you have an idea and you start and you don't stop until it's finished.
Until it's done, yeah.
And there's a couple times that happens, but that's really rare for me personally. I start with an idea, like I'll start with a guitar riff, or a couple of chords and figure out a part and then sit down and write lyrics on top of it.
Okay.
But other times I'll sit in front of my computer and I'll start with the synth, like I'll have a synth, like I'll be taking a shower and I'll hear something, I'll have this melodic idea and I'll be like, when I get out, I got to go punch this into my computer. And sometimes it starts that way and you get a whole song. But it's always different, man. It's always different.
Yeah. But there is something about the shower that gives you motivation or inspiration, actually.
Yeah. The shower, it's a peaceful place. Huh?
Yeah.
Thoughts can come and go real easy.
Yeah.
And believe me, I a lot of stuff that I think I like, or a lot of stuff that I come up with that I know is gold, I forget it. So I always try to write things down as much as possible. Always have, that's a tip as well. Yeah. Write everything down, because you're going to say to yourself, oh yeah, I'll remember. You're not going to remember. Half the time you won't. And I've lost lots of stuff that way too.
Yeah, actually many songs have been started from the Apple's recording app, basically.
Yeah, what's that?
It's the recording option you have. Basically record your voice from the mic and you can keep ideas.
Like the voice
later.
memo.
Voice memos, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. And I use that sometimes. Because I definitely will forget things.
Yeah.
Just too many things to keep track of,
So, talking about how you make music, I think it's very important to be inspired, as you said. So, in terms of people you've met or people you heard their music, who would you say is like a big influence in your career?
Oh, so many great artists. Off the top, James Brown has been a huge influence lately. Everything about James Brown, except for maybe how, he could get pretty mean. And towards the end there, he had a pretty bad PCP addiction. I don't like that. But as a businessman and as a entertainer and as a songwriter, number one.
Yeah.
The best, as a dancer. Same with MJ and those like larger than life kinds of artists are really good. But also
complete artists.
Yeah, the whole package. Yeah. That's what is awesome about them, you can learn so much when you study their careers. And James Brown, he was a meanie, He was really mean.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to separate the art from the artist. His agenda was, let's make the best possible music and let's do the best possible show, but I'm going to keep all the money. And then I'm going to go, be domestic abuser backstage. Yeah. That's shitty, but you got to avoid that.
Yeah. Yeah. Have to be human after all.
Yeah.
And a good person.
Exactly. Because people get caught up. That's the thing about a lot like James Brown is he came from nothing, he didn't have much growing up. And so when he had everything, he was like, this is mine. I'm holding on to this. No one can take this away from me. And if you do, I'm going to make sure that I do something about it.
Yeah.
And it got ugly.
Yeah.
It got ugly, But other influences, man, David Bowie's a big one. Love David Bowie.
Yeah, he's a legend, basically.
He's a legend. And he's particularly cool because he had everything. And he was a star and he had his personalities. But he also wasn't a meanie. He was a really nice, gentle dude. From what I've read and see, I didn't know him too bad. on the next life, I'll meet David Bowie.
For now, rest in peace. So,
Rest in peace, man.
yeah. Okay, that's really interesting. But also, I see that they're old artists, both of
Yeah,
them. So you're
definitely.
mostly inspired by the older types of music and personas.
Well, yeah, it was a different time, you know.
Mm.
You know, it was cutting edge. Like now there's probably a lot of people inspired by David Bowie. And so everyone kind of adapts that into the style in one
Mm.
way or another,
Yeah.
whether they realize it or not. And same with James Brown. So they were, I mean, James Brown is the godfather of funk. Like that's the source. It's really hard to compete with that. So when I look at the guys who wrote their name on the wall and it will be remembered for hundreds and hundreds of years, those are the people I'm drawn to. So
Mm.
like David Bowie was such an inspirational character. It's like, yeah, really, really hit me there with what you did, you know, everything he did,
Yeah.
musically, artistically, with fashion. And, you know, I try to take his approach and follow in his footsteps in a way because it works. You
Yeah.
know? Huge inspiration,
Yeah.
massive inspiration.
So since we're talking about inspired and also trying to learn some things and do it yourself, let's go through your work ethics a bit. Like,
Yeah.
how do you write music every day?
I work on music every day, but sometimes
Okay.
I'll write a song and of course recording takes some time and we'll do a demo and then we'll redo it. And by we I actually just mean me.
You and yourself.
Pretty much. I have a friend named Jude who is an awesome musician and he'll come over and he'll spitball ideas with me and help and like keep me on track. And he's been like the main guy. He lives right down the street, so he'll come listen to something and say, "Oh, that's good," or "You should release this," or "You should change this." And his feedback's always appreciated.
Yeah.
So it's good to be able to bounce ideas off people. But the instrumentation, I do that. And you know, it's not every day. Some days where I don't want to touch it, but it's most days. Most days I'm working on it. And it's basically just me sitting in front of a Logic session with all my instruments, a notebook,
Mm.
and just going at it and coming up with ideas, stuff I don't like, stuff I like, just having fun with it.
Yeah.
Not taking it seriously because I am trying to make something that's marketable.
Yeah.
And I hate that word, but you know what I mean? You're trying to make something enjoyable, I guess.
Yeah.
But you don't want to take yourself too seriously because some of the best stuff comes when you're just
Having
messing
fun.
around. Yeah, having fun. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's a big message. That having fun and also working with other people. It's music, it's creativity, it's art. So working with other people, changing ideas is. I see many people that are against it, and I don't understand it. Of course, it takes some time to be able to share those sensitive moments with other people, but I think
Right.
it's a great experience to work with other people and collaborate.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had to learn that the hard way when I first started releasing music. I was so attached to what I was doing. And I remember there was an album that was on Spotify, but I took it off because I realized it wasn't what I wanted to show the world.
Mm.
But it was my first ever record, you know?
Yeah.
And I just felt like I put everything into it. And as it aged, I realized it wasn't as good as what I was doing. And I didn't accept any feedback. I didn't accept any constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I thought, yeah, this is great. You really expressed yourself, but it's missing so much, you know? You need someone like a producer or just ears, like knowledgeable people to kind of guide you through the process because for your first recording, it means everything to you.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
you have to let other people in because at the end of the day, it's for other people. You know, if it's not enjoyable, then you got to go back to the drawing board and figure it out and make something better.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really nice. That's really nice.
Good. I'm glad. I'm trying to be nice.
Okay, let's go into a fun topic a bit. Let's
Okay.
lighten up the discussion.
Let's
a bit. I'm gonna
lighten the mood.
ask you 5 questions, this or that, and you decide day or night,
Night.
weekdays or weekends.
Weekends.
Ooh. Vocals or melodies. Can be both.
Vocals.
The meaning, right?
Or just the voice. Like everyone's got one. Everyone's got a voice.
Yeah.
And you can make melodies with your voice. So I guess, you know, voice, vocals.
Since it's also important right now, Instagram or TikTok?
If you asked me that a month ago, I would have said Instagram.
Oh.
But not anymore. Not anymore, man. I love TikTok. I hated on TikTok forever.
Yeah.
I did. I was like, no, this is silly. This is for little kids. And then I downloaded it and I was like, this is awesome. I can add effects to my little stupid videos and it's hilarious. So
Yeah.
I love it. And it's also a good tool to market like looping songs. And I mean, it's music oriented. So that's what I failed to realize is that it's all about music.
Mm.
It's not just about gimmicky stuff. There's the music. So there is an angle that I didn't see.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a big thing in the music industry right now. It's the biggest thing
It's
in the
massive.
music industry.
Thank you, China.
How can people find you on TikTok? Because you are pretty active there.
TikTok, it's Evan_David_Warner. Some underscores.
Go
But
follow.
we'll put it in there. We'll edit that in.
Yeah. Okay.
Follow it fast.
Following this light mood, I also have a different question.
Mm-hmm.
If you could have dinner with 3 dead people,
Dinner.
dinner, yeah, who
Okay.
would it be? Yeah, it might be hard, I understand, but
It is difficult.
yeah, it's
It might be a really weird dinner. Depends, you know. There's a lot of people. I feel like it could get explosive, but I would want to have dinner with Alan Watts. You know who that is? Alan Watts?
I think so, yeah.
He's a philosopher kind of guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That would be cool. Man. Trying to think. Well, of course, I would love to have dinner with David Bowie.
Yeah.
He would just be such a gentleman. It would be great. We'd have a great chat, you know. And there's a lot of people, man. My grandpa, you know. That would be nice. Grandpa Gino. You know, he's a sweetie. And he would
Nice.
cook too.
Yeah.
He would probably cook the meal. So there's 3
Sounds like an
off the
interesting
top.
dinner.
That would be
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah, a lot of things to say.
Yeah. Not a very diverse dinner though, but you know, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah, that's okay.
Wouldn't be enough representation.
So much talent in this room. It's enough.
Yeah.
What's the most useless talent you think you have?
Most useless talent. Useless talent. Just walking, breathing. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like I was actually trying to figure this out the other day. What are my like weird useless
Uniqueness.
talent? Yeah, just totally stupid talents.
Yeah, like I can move my ears.
You can?
Yeah, I can make my ears go.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah. They are wiggling. We can super zoom and
Saying
post.
hello.
They're saying hi. They're waving. I can drink stuff really fast.
Well, that's a useful talent.
It's pretty useful, yeah. Like I can chug, you know.
Yeah.
I can chug stuff. I can do this.
Yeah, that covers my
That's
question,
pretty much it.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think we can wrap it up. As is our first episode.
Let's wrap it.
Keep it simple. We're gonna have more, of course.
Yeah, this was great. This was amazing, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get deeper also. Next time we can have some music as well from you, some live music.
We'll get deeper.
Do you have to say something, baby? Is there something I didn't ask you that I should have?
How am I? How I feel? How's my day? No, man, you asked all the right things.
Yeah. And do you wanna say anything to the people that follow you, your audience?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you have anything to say to them?
Yes. Oh yeah.
That'll be a nice moment.
Y'all, thank you. It's a blessing. Everyone who's been following me, I appreciate it more than you know. It's good life, and music is everything. So many respects are being paid right now to my fans, all 12 of them.
Soon to become many, pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Very good, man.
Yeah.